Cement industry. Cement is essential for construction activities such as building houses, factories, bridges, roads, airport, dam, or other commercial establishment. Cement industry location. The location is here. Which location can be best location for it? This industry requires bulky and heavy raw material like limestone, silica, alumina, and gypsum. Coal and electric power are needed apart from rail transport. Cement industry requires bulky raw material like limestone, silica, alumina, and gypsum. The raw material which is used in this industry is the bulky, heavy. So, whenever the location is looking for the cement industry, wherever this raw material is available, that location is the best location along with coal and electric power. The Along with this raw material, the assured electric supply is also needing for the cement industry, and for transportation, the rail transport or the port transport is important. Wherever these all conditions are completing, that place is chosen by the people for the best location for the cement industry. The first cement plant was set up in a Chennai in 1904. Before independence, when British rule was there, in that period, in 1904, the first cement plant was set up at the Chennai. After independence, the industry expanded. The expansion of industry took place after the independence. The control of price and distribution since 1989 and other policy reforms led the cement industry to make rapid strides in a capacity process, technology and production. There are 128 large plants and 332 mini cement plants in the country. India produces a variety of cement. These are the plants. With the help of these plants, India is producing variety of cement. Different quality cement is here. Improvement in the quality has found the produce a readily available market in East Asia, Middle East, Africa, and South Asia. The improvement in the quality is a made international market for the countries produced cement, and a large demand for the within the country also. The domestic demand is also completed by this industry. This industry is doing well in terms of production as well as export. For export, more it is a efficient industry. Efforts are being made to generate adequate domestic demand and supply in order to sustain this industry. Again, the efforts are taking here to make more domestic demand and sustain the industry. Automobile industry. Automobile provide a vehicle for quick transport of goods services and passenger. Trucks, buses, cars, motorcycles, scooters, three-wheelers and multi-utility vehicles are manufactured in India at various centers. After the liberalization, means after the globalization, when the policy adopted by the Indian government in 1991, adopting the globalization, signing the GATT agreement. After the liberalization, the coming in of new and contemporary models stimulated the demand for vehicle in the market. Through the liberalization or the globalization, the foreign companies were allowed to come in India. The Indian market was made open here for the other productions. So cause of that one, the vehicle market was flooded or get boost cause of the globalization, which led to the healthy growth of the industry, including passenger cars, two and three wheelers. This industry had experienced a quantum jump in less than 15 years. Foreign direct investment brought in a new technology. Direct investment brought a new technology and aligned the industry with the global development. Yes, due to the foreign industry investment, the new technology was introduced and the growth were developed. At present, there are 15 manufacturers of passenger cars and multi-utility vehicles. 9 of commercial vehicles, 14 of two and three wheelers. The industry is located around Delhi, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Hyderabad, Jamshedpur and Bangalore. Next industry. Next industry is information, technology and electronic industries. The electronic industries covers a wide range of products from transistor set to television, telephones, cellular, telecom pagers, telephone exchange, radars, computers and many other equipments required by the telecommunication industry. Bangalore has emerged as the electronic capital of India. Other important centers for electronic goods are Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, Coimbatore. 18 software technology parks provided single window service and high data communication facilities to software experts. A major impact of this industry has been on employment. Up to 31st March 2005, the IT industry employed over 1 million persons. This number is expected to increase eightfold in the next 3 to 4 years. It is encouraging to know that 30% of people employed in the sector are women. Proudly, we can say women are contributing more in these IT industries. This industry has been a major foreign exchange earner in the last 2 or 3 years because of its fast growing business process outsourcing sector. The continuing growth in the hardware and software is the key of the success of IT industry in India. The IT industry is a developing in the country, already developed, again developing because of the software and hardware developers in the India. Till here we have understand the manufacturing industries, their raw material, development of the manufacturing, the relation of the development of country and the manufacturing. But we should not forget the another side of this coin. What is that side? We will see here in the next part. Industrial pollution and environmental degradation. Although industries contribute significantly to India's economic growth and development, the increase in the pollution of land, water, air, noise, and the resulting degradation of environment that they have caused. Cause of this industrial development, we cannot overlook the damage which made by these industries. They are cause for air pollution, they are cause for the water pollution, they are cause for the thermal pollution. So we should not overlook it. The industries are responsible for the pollution. Four kind of pollutions are air, water, land, noise. The polluting industries also include thermal power plants. Air pollution is caused by a presence of high proportion of undesirable gases, which gases are harmful to the life. That gases are increased by the industries. The proportion is increasing in the atmosphere, such as sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide. Airborne particulate material contain both solid and liquid particles like dust, sprays, mist, and smoke is emitted by chemical and paper factories, brick refineries and smelting plants, and a burning of fossil fuel in a big and small factories that ignore pollution norms. Pollution norms are there, the articles are made, laws are made, but all laws are not followed as it is by the people. People overlooks, ignores the laws and completed their greediness. Toxic gas leak can be very hazardous with long-term effects. We have studied the Bhopal, Bhopal gas tragedy last year and in the class 8 also. In class 8 it was a separately case study there. Last year through the disaster management. So 2 years you are studying the Bhopal gas tragedy and the effects cause of it. That was the industrial accident. It was not accident. We studied it how it was not accident. We are not going to repeat it, but remember that the industries are responsible for such as a hazardous incidents in our country. Air pollution adversely affects human health, animals, plants, buildings, and the atmosphere as a whole. It is a contaminating complete atmosphere. Water pollution. Water pollution is caused by organic and inorganic industrial waste and effluents discharged into rivers. The main culprit in this regard are paper pulp, chemical, textile and dyeing, petroleum refineries, tanneries, and electroplating industries that let out dyes, detergents, acid, salts, and heavy metal like lead and mercury, pesticides, fertilizers, synthetic chemicals with carbon plastics and rubber into the water bodies. Fly ash, phosphogypsum, and iron and steel slags are the major solid waste in the India. Thermal pollution. Thermal pollution of water occurs when hot water from factories discharged in the water bodies. Factories and thermal plants is drained into rivers and ponds before cooling. It should be cool. What would be the effect of aquatic life due to this hot water? It is totally ignored. Waste from nuclear power plants, nuclear and weapon production facilities causes cancer, birth defects, and miscarriages. Soil and water pollution are closely related. Dumping of wastage, especially glass, harmful chemicals, industrial effluents, packaging, salts, and garbage renders and soil useless. Rainwater percolates in the soil, carrying the pollutants to the ground, and the groundwater also get contaminated. The soil pollution and the water pollution walks hand in hand. Once soil is polluted, automatically it pollutes the water. Polluted water pollutes the soil. The next is noise pollution. Noise pollution not only result in irritation and anger, it can also cause hearing impairment, increased heart rate, and blood pressure, among other psychological effects. This is not only the cause for the irritation anger, other diseases also increased due to the noise pollution. Unwanted sound is an irritant and a source of stress. Industrial and constructional activities make the noise. Machinery, factory equipment, generators, saws, and electric drills also make a lot noise, and this noise is irritating, making damage of the health of human being. What are ways to control environmental degradation by industries? We have to think, we have to look on it. Every liter of wastewater discharged by our industry pollutes 8 times the quantity of fresh water. How can the industrial pollution of fresh water be reduced? We are going to see some suggestions. We can adopt other measures also to control the environmental degradation or to stop. We cannot stop but minimize the pollution. Minimizing use water for processing by reusing and recycling it into or more successive stages. The use first thing is to minimize the use of fresh water and reuse or recycle of the water. Next, harvesting of rainwater to meet water requirements. Every year the rainfall is here, but then also we are facing the water problem because we knew there is very little fresh water for the human being uses. It is not more, so it better to harvest the fresh water, treating hot water and effluents before releasing them in rivers and ponds. Treatment of industrial effluents can be done in a three phases. The water which is going to discharge in the water resource, it should be treated in a three ways. First is the primary treatment by mechanical means. This involves screening, grinding and sedimentation. Secondary, next measure is here of the treatment. Secondary treatment by biological process, and the last, third, tertiary treatment by biological, chemical and physical process. This involves the recycling of water. In this way, we can minimize the water pollution. Next, overdrawing of groundwater reserve by industry where there is a threat to groundwater resources also needs to be regulated legally. The groundwater should be protected, conserved. Particulate matter in the air can be reduced by fitting smokestacks to factories with electrostatic precipitators, fabric filters, scrubbers, and smoke can be reduced by using oil or gas instead of coal in a factories. Coal is releasing more carbon or the smoke. Instead of using coal, we can look the other substitutes which will minimize the air pollution. Machinery and equipment can be used and generators should be fitted with silencers. Almost all machineries can be redesigned to increase energy efficiency and reduce noise. Noise absorbing materials may be used apart from personal use of earplugs and earphones. Along with it, the lesson is completing the ways of the stopping or minimizing environmental degradation or minimizing the pollution. We have seen